Here we are, episode 100. We made it. We made it, guys.
Oh my god.
Here we are, 810 days after starting season 1.
I thought you were going to say that's how long this final film is, because we all know what it is.
Well, we have a theme song, we have a video store, we definitely have better recording equipment as I listened to episode 1 last night. But yeah, we are here.
Come to our shop,
also
please
the
order
website,
more. Yeah,
you know. But here we are at episode 100, and we're joined by a guest. Natalie's come back down.
Hey,
hi.
Thanks for having me again. I feel honoured to be in the final episode.
Well,
wait until
you find out what it is.
Unfortunately, fortunately, you don't get to roll the dice because process of elimination has brought up the film. Before we get into it, is there a horror film or a film that you're bringing back to the shop last time?
No, not a horror film. It's a foreign film. It's called Infernal Affairs, and if you know your movies, you might know that The Departed was based on this film.
Yes, indeed.
And it's actually part of a trilogy. So I must confess, I've only seen one of the 3 films. But I hear the second movie is just as good. But the first film is just fantastic.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The
Departed is the film about the rat, right? They really subtly make sure that everyone knows that he's a rat. Right? It's very subtle.
It's funny you say that because I'd never seen The Departed, and I still haven't seen it. I wasn't that interested, but I put on Infernal Affairs and then tried to watch The Departed and had to turn it off because it felt like I was watching a pantomime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, by comparison, Infernal Affairs is just incredible.
Yeah.
And I think still stands.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hated Departed.
Oh, really?
I just thought it was... Yeah, I just thought it was...
I haven't seen it for ages. I think I remember it being Mark Wahlberg's best performance, which doesn't say a lot, but I feel like that was his perfect character. Like... just like on the edge, slightly, And
it's the same character from the other guys, but this was in a straight movie. I think he does say at one stage, "I'm a peacock. You've got to let me fly." In The Departed.
It should be. Oh wow! Well, there you go. What a double feature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's a great. Yeah, it is a great film. Funnily enough, I've never watched the other 2 either.
No, I don't know much about the third, but I think the second is supposed to be quite highly rated as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, cool. Well, that's good. Obviously, used to watching. I don't know whether you watched the dubbed or the subtitled film, but
subtitled. Yeah.
We'll move that back and we'll bring out the 100th film. What is the nominally at number 1, just because of the way the dice has rolled, but we will be watching YiYi by Edward Yang, the one that Kev's put off for 100 films.
I honestly thought, as the dice rolled and we didn't get it, I thought maybe I'm going to get lucky. Maybe this isn't going to turn up. No, it was just wait until
Here
the
it
end.
is.
Here it is. A final.
Here it is.
We started off horrifically and we're going to end horrifically.
You know what? We started off with surprisingly good.
No, it was good.
Was your one word reaction? So I would take that. I would take that for this one as well.
What was the first episode? Maybe
it was The Artist.
Okay.
Hadn't seen it before.
I tell you, the microphone we were using in the shop at the time was it was rubbish. To say. But so here we are. YiYi obviously has been talked a lot throughout the 100 films. Natalie, what do you know about this? Because we've talked about it. But what do you know about it? Kind of going in.
So I've deliberately not looked into it too much because I just want to sort of enjoy it as it is. But I believe it's Taiwanese. Is that right?
Yeah.
So Taiwanese film. And I think it's about the relationship between, I don't think it's it's either a grandfather and grandson or like an older member of the family and a younger member of the family. And that's kind of it. I haven't done any more research into sort of the plot, if there is one. I get the impression it's more about just like an observation of their relationship as opposed to any sort of dramatic plot point.
Wow.
Does that sound about right?
Let me slide over the DVD to you. And
Okay.
you can actually have a look.
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so best foreign film of the year. Shall I read the blurb?
Yeah, go for it.
Yep. Edward Yang's award-winning masterpiece follows the lives of N.J. Jian, his wife Min Min, and their 2 kids who share their Taipei apartment with Min Min's elderly mother. Now in his mid-40s, NJ is a partner in a computer hardware firm which made big profits last year, but which will soon go bankrupt if it doesn't change direction.
Plot thickens.
Plot thickens, and then it looks like various other things happen in the family that sound quite depressing.
Yeah.
They really lay out the storyline, which I think is probably fair, just to kind of give a a sort of a setting maybe for the film,
for
so
anyone
people understand
who's about to watch this.
what's going on.
Yeah.
So it sort of ties it up here at the end. It just says the entire family will have to reevaluate who they are and what their lives have become. So that's the sort of.
And and the front of the DVD.
Yeah. Doesn't really tell you much.
Yeah.
It's a photo from behind of what looks like a young man.
Yeah.
He seems to be facing a red curtain, and there's what looks like pink balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't give much away.
There's not a lot going on.
But afterwards,
it will make sense.
But afterwards, you'll be like, oh, that's what that is.
So hold on, is this similar to the start of Bohemian Rhapsody, where Freddie Mercury's about to go on stage, and then it goes backwards across his whole life? Is this going to be similar fun to that?
No.
Okay.
This isn't a time travel movie.
No. Okay.
It's shot linearly, so for anyone listening who doesn't like time travel movies, any mothers out there who don't like time travel movies, this is fine.
Yeah.
So obviously this is it's come up a few times. So it's from 2001. Edward Yang, who is sort of one of the most famous and celebrated Taiwanese directors of like the Taiwanese New Wave, which essentially like every country has a New Wave, which is where a bunch of kids come in at like 20 and want to make movies, and all of the old camera operators tell them they can't do it because they don't know what they're talking about, and then it turns out that they do, which was exactly the same in the US for like Coppola and Lucas and the New Wave there, and French, and like every country has it. So this was his last film. Because unfortunately, just after he made this, he was diagnosed with cancer, and then he died. Like 5 or 6 years afterwards. So
are there any other films of his that are well recognised like this one?
Yeah. So his debuts Taipei Story, which is like sort of almost the start of the new wave, and then he does have. It's fun enough. I don't know whether it's come up, but he has A Brighter Summer Day, which is actually a 4.5 hour movie, and that is like in the lists. That is rated above YiYi.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I do. Yeah, I've watched it, and it's sort of similar in shot and style. I didn't actually, I didn't like it as much as this. I think 4.5 hours is a big ask. And I just didn't think it had as much to say. But I would say like, that is one. And then as I sort of say, justify this film to lots of people whenever I talk about it like this, if you're looking at sort of lists of like, you know, best films of the 21st century.
Yeah.
YiYi is actually on them all. Like, people might not realize, but I was even looking up. It was like number 8 on the Rolling Stone best films of the 21st century so far. So it's, you know, Rolling Stone's pretty mainstream. And
I really should have brought this
like,
system in an earlier part of the season. Like, where is The Visitor on everyone else's top 100 lists?
I just say, you know, I go my own way, and then right at the end,
Yeah, exactly.
I cave to popularity by bringing.
He's
on
won
a
12
Chinese
Oscars.
movie.
You're a firm believer that Oscars are a fair and just system.
We started with an Oscar winner. We will finish not with an Oscar. Yeah. So this was I watched this in 2022 when I first started like selecting 50 films at the start of the year to watch. So I went through different lists and like had different categories and just sort of thought, okay, well let's get 5 films from all these different categories. And one of them was kind of Asian cinema, and I was sort of, you know, going through all of the lists, and this one just again like popped up on lots and lots of lists, and was one that I'd never heard of. And then just watched it and was kind of blown away by it, just because. And it's funny, I've listened to a few podcasts, this is and which will be interesting because I'm not sure this film works with podcasts, because literally everyone who's like, oh yeah, so we're going to talk about YiYi, I just don't know where to begin, and then there's usually about 30 seconds of silence. But yeah, I watched it, and it was just like the experience of thinking like, I really like that, but I don't know yet why I liked it, and then just thinking about it literally over sort of days and weeks. And I think that sort of is a testament to the way that he shoots it, and like the film is put together, where it has such an impact on me, but you're kind of not sure, and you really, you know, you have to then think about, well, why what actually was it that I enjoyed about it, and try and put that into words.
How many times have you seen it then? 'Cause you know, like sometimes you get those films where it's almost so impactful. You think something like Schindler's List, where you're like, you know, you're not going to watch it too many times because it sits with you so much and you remember so much of it, so you don't necessarily need to see it again. Is this like that, or have you seen this a few times?
No, I've seen this 3 times. Most recently, actually, at the cinema.
Nice.
So I went the BFI were doing a showing, and so I went to watch in the cinema, which was great. And have watched it on DVD as well. So,
do you feel like the cinema gave it a different experience? Because there's definitely some movies that don't need to be on the big screen. Like, do you feel like this enhanced it?
Yeah.
At BFI?
Yeah, no, I did.
Should me and Natalie hire out cinemas and go and watch it? Is what we're getting to.
Well, funnily enough, it's also playing in 4K. They've just released a 4K version of it, and it's actually playing in London right now at the Prince Charles Theatre, which is just off Leicester Square for those who know it.
That.
And yeah, no, it definitely did, because you just sort of get other people's reactions. So there was a couple of times where people were laughing, and you're like, why is everyone laughing?
Okay.
And then you think about it, or you see different reactions.
I like that.
So I think like that's the thing. I watched it on DVD. It is a DVD movie in some ways, but it's also a cinema movie, because it is about a lot of different things, and there is a lot going on. Which sort of makes it makes it so good.
There we go. Wow. And it's got some great special features on the DVD as well. Some interactive menus, scene access, all the big stuff that you want from a 3-hour movie.
So the 3-star reviews won't be whinging about the extras.
They won't be happy.
Yeah, but I would say like there's kind of
any advice for us.
There's probably
what should we do?
Well, there's 3 things. There's 3 things I want to do, and I've been told by my wife, who listens to the podcast, that she's renamed my nickname to be No Spoilers But, because she says that I say that too often. So she's now calling me that around the house. But like three things just on it sort of quickly. So
can you give us the official catchphrase first? I mean, come on.
So no spoilers, but
there we go.
No, so yeah, sort of the three things on it. First of all, like the way that it's shot is that you are an observer of sort of life. So it's a lot of middle shots. The camera doesn't move unless the people are moving. There's very few close-ups, and so it is. It does have this sense of kind of like watching lives, and that you are a spectator because you're never really close, and you are almost sort of following along as a spectator. And I do think that's his style, and that's a very sort of thought out thing. So that's sort of definitely something that I think aids just sort of when you watch it, you kind of you do notice it, but you don't notice it. But I think that's sort of that's something that is definitely there. The title itself, so obviously I'm not a fluent Chinese Mandarin speaker. Yi is actually one, which I did learn on my Duolingo before my trip to China.
Nice.
So Yi is one, and sort of YiYi is then, as I understand it, it's one and one. So therefore, it actually kind of means like a one and a two, because you've got Yi, but then you've got YiYi. So it's kind of like, okay, so you've got two ones, but it's like two ones make a two.
Right.
And I think
I'm not sure you got the basics of maths working here, Andy. I think you need to get some lessons out from Bobby.
But I think there's a lot about that. There's a lot about sort of how well do you know people? How can multiple people do you add up to more? And because of that, because it is set in Taipei, like the city itself is there, and it is very much a city film. And what is the consequence of that on you as an individual, or anyone as an individual, having other people around you that that you don't know, and how well do you know even the people that you do know. It's definitely something to sort of take away from it. And you'll see again, there's a lot of shots of like reflections and through windows and stuff like that, which is sort of lends to that. And then to your point, Natalie, so there's sort of four generations in the family.
Wow.
Almost. So not almost, there is four generations in the movie, and it's sort of showing you the stages of life.
Right.
And there were no inconsequential characters for me. Like everyone in the film, literally everyone in the film, you feel like there's a backstory to, or like they have their own story.
Right.
Because it's sort of it does feel so real.
Yeah.
But the family in the center of it is very much about remembering when you were young and a teenager, and then for some of us who were in that age, and then and then the sort of the grandmother and stuff as well. So it's about sort of the stages of life.
Interesting.
In a way as well. I think that this film will have one of your favorite characters from the 100 films, Kev.
Me?
I think there's going to be
that's
going to be one
huge.
of the characters that you are absolutely going to love.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That's quite a promise.
Yeah, it's probably the villain. So,
so we'll have to see whether I'm right about that after 100 movies. Can I call it?
Here we go then.
But it's because it is subtitled movie. What I like about it as well is that there's no dual screening, there's no being on your phone. You have to watch it. And I think almost, I'm sure it's amazing if you understand Mandarin and you kind of understand a lot of the nuances in it. But also like having the subtitles and having to watch it, I think you have to engage with the film, otherwise it's just not really worth it.
You didn't go for some
have the lived experience,
high-end awkward dubbing. Did fancy that?
Exactly. No, I think that would be distracting. So, and funnily enough, there are a few scenes in English actually. There's a couple of people who speak English.
You might not want to tell me the answer to this, just to keep
He
the
loves
suspense,
spoilers,
but-
so he will.
Old no spoilers, but
Yeah, NSB.
Well, so, sometimes I find when there are movies that are about, like, real life in inverted commas, sometimes that can be really depressing, right? Because it kind of confronts you with reality, and sometimes you watch movies to avoid that, right?
Yeah.
So I can imagine, given what you said about there being 4 generations in the same space, that you're kind of exploring the highs and lows. Like, I'm anticipating maybe seeing a lot of that, but would you say there's I don't want to dumb it down by saying a happy ending, but is there like a hopefulness or like a lightness to it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Will we need a
I
double
think,
feature?
yeah, what we need
is what Natalie's saying.
what I think what you can take from it what you take from it, obviously.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll talk more about it obviously
Okay.
after watching it. For me, yes.
Okay.
I think it does cover everything, and funnily enough, in our first episode we talked about like the Tree of Life, which is supposed to cover literally everything the dinosaur movie, as the guy said on the door.
Exactly.
And I don't think that works at all, and I don't think there are many films that work as like a this is life. But I think this one, it's about so much, because it is kind of about everything, but then and within that there's everything. There's life, and there's death, and there's heartbreak, and there's happiness, and it just does have everything. And so it's kind of it will make you remember happy times, and it will make you remember sad times, and the fact that that you kind of have both of them, and that's kind of life. So
There we go.
yeah, I think it's you take from it. It's just about so much, and there's there's a lot of good lines and good conversations and stuff. That you sort of take from it what you will.
Well, we better get this started, haven't we? Whew. It's got TV might run out of juice.
How long actually is it?
Yeah.
It's 2 hours 53.
Yeah.
So it's not even 3 hours.
Not even
2
3
hours
hours.
53.
For that.
Okay.
Way shorter than the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. They were long, weren't they?
Yeah.
All right.
So let's
Great.
I mean, settle in, get comfortable. I'm going to go and do the predictions.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yep.
But make sure that you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So prepare yourself. All right.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
and we'll see you after the jump. Okay, well, here I am, last time in the prediction booth for season 1. I mean, who knows? Who knows what Kev's going to think of this film? I mean, it is epic. I think nearly 3 hours of subtitles can be a little bit off-putting, but I think it does make you concentrate on it. There is just a quality to it, I think, on the first watch that, as I said before, just absorbs you, and you kind of wow, that there was something there. And maybe it takes a little while, as much as it sounds silly for a 3-hour film. You kind of watch it, and then afterwards you think, maybe I need to watch that again to kind of get everything. But it is a good film. I do think he'll like it. I think Natalie will like it, for some more of the sort of movie sort of shots and things like that. The way that it's actually filmed is very good, and is technically very good. So I think hopefully she'll appreciate that. But this should be interesting. There's a little bit of a ruckus outside the room, actually. I need to go and see what's going on. Seems to be some arguing, or maybe got busy in the shop or something.
Evocative?
Wow.
Mundane.
Life.
Really?
Bizarre.
There we go. Everyone's
you-
come down to the shop. You see, YiYi's just that sort of draw.
Yeah.
But sneaking in to watch the film with us. Robert, Woody, and Freddie have come down. as well. So
thanks for coming.
Look at that. Some varied. So I can't believe that yours is really after you've watched this film.
Yeah, and it was on your top 100, wasn't it? I heard.
Well, Natalie sent out the bat signal and said, "Look, you guys got to join this."
Yeah,
I've only got one word.
Yeah, thanks for your help, guys.
Yeah.
It was just
wow.
pressed. I did notice you pressing buttons on your phone just before we started watching. I presumed you were turning on to silent, but okay. Go on then, Natalie.
Obviously,
yeah, you can. We can start.
Yeah, what did you like?
So I like that it drops you in to the middle of a story without explanation. I like when films do that, and they just sort of leave you to sort of figure out what's going on. I would say there was good periods of time where we were like, who was that? Or what? Like, what's the relation? And, you know, it sort of gets you questioning stuff. But I do like when films do that. I liked just trying to understand the characters. I liked seeing 2000s Taiwan. That was really cool. And I did think it was beautifully shot.
Yeah.
So there's the scene, I think when the dad goes to Tokyo, and he's got that like amazing blue background, and he's in the sort of shadowed in the foreground smoking. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah,
so
there's so many shots that are like reflections and through glass and stuff like that. There's apparently there's one with Ming Ming, so the mum, when she stood, and there's like a flashing red light that's basically where her heart is, and it's like the reflection of the city. And apparently that was complete fluke.
Yeah.
But they didn't realize that at all. And they rewatched it and they were like, "Wow, that's a good shot." There are a lot of they're just just spectacular. Right.
Wow. Right. Let's go around then. Let's get some more opinions. So yeah, Freddie.
I was just watching people live, and it was kind of boring. It would, as Natalie said, I didn't know who half the people were sometimes.
Yeah.
I lost track. I was like, who are we talking about? Is this who? And then, it was just, there were entertaining bits. I liked Yang, the kid. I liked him. He was probably the sole part of the film I looked forward to.
I mean, it's obviously all the different people represent different stages of life. So clearly, you're still in that 6-year-old.
I'm still,
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Andy. He's a very good character, and it's very complex.
I mean, before we started, I said that that'd be your favourite character from the top 100, and that's looking like a good prediction. So. Woods, what did you like? Just life.
Yeah, just life. It's just follow people's lives. It's entertaining at very few points. Most of the time, it's boring. For some reason, there's quite a lot of drama, so I just want the life.
For some reason, there's quite a lot of drama.
It's like a poor reality TV.
Yeah, but
it's like if the Kardashians was boring. It's like,
I mean, reality TV is what all the kids want, isn't it? So
maybe more drama.
It was funny watching it with them. So obviously, like, this is spoilers, but to us, who cares? It was almost a case of they're going to smother the Grand. Oh no, they're not. Oh, there's going to be a suicide. Oh no, it's not. Oh, he's cheating. Oh no, he's not. Oh, he's drowned. No, it's not.
We just wanted it to be entertaining.
Just wanted one thing of excitement. And then there was murder, and it was like, what?
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. Like a brutal murder. Yeah. And they recreated it as a video game, which is like
in Street Fighter
graphic.
I think that's the style they use for the news. Over in Asia.
They do use it. That was a cartoony, but like that. I mean, obviously he's making a point, isn't he? That actually, when you see a murder as a video game, you're kind of fine with it, rather than like that they are actual weird events. And Mr. Otter also, talks about the fact that computer games are just violence because we are just violent. So,
I liked Mr. Otter too. I thought he was great.
Yeah.
The Japanese businessman,
The
that
Japanese
does the card
magician.
trick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The guy taught it English.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The English bit.
Yeah. So, Rob, I've heard a rumor. This is on your top 100 films, and you actually like this.
I think it's good. Yeah, it's funny. I probably enjoyed it less this time than I did the
Were there
first
two
time.
specific reasons for that? Or
Well, it took us an hour to actually download the bloody thing.
Technical
Because
issues.
that was. I know.
that does not sound like you.
And luckily,
As we
enough,
look at your frozen face on the screen.
I had my tech don't support me
What?
helping out.
Sorry. Who got the film? Who helped us watch the film? If I wasn't there, there'd be no film.
Well, in hindsight,
Freddie-
You might
The
have
police
had-
might come now, though,
He might
if I
have got
rewatch
20
it.
viruses on his computer. But
Yes.
Think about it, Freddie. You could have not got it and saved yourself 3.5 hours of pain.
that was the regret.
yeah. As Fred says, yeah, Yang Yang's quite a good quite a sweet like little character, and he sort of had some good lines in there as well. And actually, I thought he was in it more because it's arguably the dad's story. But yeah, it's a nice story, but nothing really happens. It's one of those you're never going to sort of like see it on TV and think, oh.
Yeah.
I want to watch this for 3.5
Can't get-
hours.
I'd love
Blessing in
Give us a
disguise.
couple
I'd love to
Okay.
see it on TV and then say to someone, "Oh, the murder's coming up. This is a really good bit," and then watch it for an hour and be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Hey, Gun there, Kev.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, it was,
Well, yeah, it was. I mean, I think you said in the first half, Natalie, like, you know, movies are, a lot of the movies really are all about escapism. And, like, is the real life going to be boring or is it going to be entertaining? And I think it covers both. I think there's times when it is entertaining and it is, like, super interesting. There's some very bizarre storylines that they pursue, including lots of married men pursuing their exes, which seem very strange. But they're just, there's some good bouts in it. But I guess if you have a 3-hour film, it's almost impossible to have no good bouts in a 3-hour film. But I think overall for me, it was just a bit too slow. It just didn't. The stories were, some of them I enjoyed, but I don't know. It just didn't really get going for me. And it is long. It is long, and there are a lot of characters, obviously, as well. So as we said, you have to really sort of try and follow everyone. So, but yeah, what about you, Andy? Did you enjoy it on the rewatch?
Oh, here goes this monologue.
Look,
Everyone get comfortable.
I can mute everyone because I'm recording it this time. No, I still did. Funnily enough, I also watched it with the director's soundtrack over the top, which was interesting to see like who Edward Yang sort of most closely associates with. And funnily enough, he's probably more Mr. Otter than everything because someone was interviewing him on it.
Oh, right.
And they were like, "Oh, you know, this scene always for me like makes me think that this was happening or that was happening." And he's just like, "Oh, really? Oh, okay." And he doesn't actually like answer it all. He's just like,
Good.
"Oh, interesting. Yeah, never really thought that it was a portrayal of the stages of man through their life." Funnily enough, this time actually it kind of Ting Ting's story, like almost the most happens to her, and I hadn't really the first time kind of watching it, you sort of think of the dad and Yang Yang, but actually what kind of happens to Ting Ting and kind of her story throughout is a lot. And I do like that. Obviously, they put in the bit about kind of talking about movies, and that for me is kind of the crutch of everything. Is like, you know, Fatty kind of says, "Oh, you know, well, you experience life 3 times because you watch movies, and so you know what's going on." And Yang Yang is kind of the other opposite, right? Where he's like, "Well, you don't even know what the back of your own head looks like, so you don't experience anything." And I think that's the thing where you're like, this is a family in Taiwan. You don't experience what they experience, but you can recognize a lot of it. And so it's kind of like that, you know, we all experience the almost sort of the same things in life, and actually we're not that different. And it kind of, you know, even though it's set in Taiwan, it's a completely different culture to ours, but there were still really recognizable sort of, just traits of being human. And like, you know, that's, you know, it's not that now you know exactly what life is like in Taiwan as a family, right? Like Fatty says, but you do also, you know, you can sort of see, you know, parallels to what happens in your own life. And I think that's, you know, that's where it's good with all of the sort of different characters through the family and like the family life, including like the crazy brother-in-law.
Yeah, the brother-in-law is crazy. So the bits that remind you of your life, have you been on any trips to Japan with your ex? Is that
you know,
where you've walked her to her room and opened the door for her?
Again, you know, I jumped into a swimming pool recently because I can hold my breath.
Okay.
No, but like
drowned.
that's but there's that recognition of like with NJ, you know, and the fact that he says, because when I read a lot of things on this, they sort of say, oh, you know, well, it's about regret, but actually NJ's story at the end, he's like, you know, things would have still been exactly the same. Like he doesn't regret the choices that he's made, and that's kind of the point.
He didn't seem super happy when he said that, though. He kind of sort of said things would be the same, but not in a happy way.
But that's so like, but that's the thing, isn't it? Because I think when he first arrives in Japan, he's so happy in like comparison to how he is. He's so like checked out of his life. You know, he's driving in the car. He puts on his headphones, which I think is like a power move.
Yeah.
But and then like he's so happy, but then like that doesn't actually work out because again, he's still himself, right? And he still makes all the same choices or doesn't make choices, you know, and so then that puts him in the same place. And so that's the thing. It's not about regret. It's kind of accepting who you are and like, you know, going there. And then at the very end, obviously in the funeral, they all come together and there's kind of a little bit of okay, you know, we're at peace with where we all are. And you didn't no emotion at Yang's speech, guys. No running.
I really like this speech.
When he
I thought it was really good.
It woke me up
because you knew it was near the end.
Ending. I noticed more that was like the first time we've seen the whole family together. It's like, isn't this about the family? Like, just barely, other than the Yang at one point. Basically,
it's almost like families have all of their separate lives and things.
No,
Set of rooms.
It's funny actually you say about NJ. Like I didn't really, even though I guess the film is sort of centered around him, I didn't really feel like his story was that interesting. He wasn't the one that I was really following the most. Like I think the other characters are much better, like said Yang and Ting Ting. And I think there's a lot more going on there, a lot more you can see. He's one, he kind of just feels like he's just going through the motions of trying to like walk himself to death. Like he's just like, get through today, great, made it, one day less before I die. I mean, his story was very strange, I thought. But the brother-in-law as well, that was an interesting
But I think that like the comparison of those two is then like what's showing and what's interesting, right? Because the Addy, the brother-in-law, he's making like decisions all the time, right? And he's taking chances and he's, you know, almost like gambling with life, right? And that has highs and lows, whereas it seems like NJ just doesn't really ever make a decision, and he is like almost sort of walking through life. And so I think it's like the comparison between the two of like, you know, and Mr. Otter saying to NJ, well, you're a good man, and he's a good man, but then he's not making choices. So like, is there a point of being good if you're then actually like leaving your kids for 3 days, even though one of them's like 6?
I'm off to Japan tomorrow. So okay. Great.
But I think, and that's the thing, but it's a failure to communicate, and that's the like that's at the heart of most of them, is that actually they can't communicate with each other. And I think that's almost like the main thing that as a family unit it's showing is, well, this is what happens if you can't communicate and can't have those conversations, and they kind of fall apart because of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, which I guess it starts with him when, like, obviously when he explains when he was younger why he broke up with his ex, because he felt that she was pushing him into being an engineer, and just like, seems a bit of a
I was
random...
waiting. I was like, what's the reason?
Yeah.
Why didn't he turn up?
Yeah. And like, oh, I decided to become an engineer. What? Like, what? Because you were pushing me into it. Like, were you not able to make your own choices at that point? That seemed very
or just
strange.
like bump her like a normal person.
Yeah. They did it.
It wasn't like Sixth Sense reveal, though, was it?
No.
You're like, okay, no, that's fine.
I know, but I wanted to know whose side I was on.
Yeah.
It just did make me realise 2 out of the 6 top films, both of them have someone leaving their like girlfriend or significant other, which I'm just kind of confused about here.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait,
Andy,
which was
any
which
comment
was
on
the other
that?
one?
Point blank.
Point blank.
Oh,
Did for
leaving
7 years.
and then coming back.
Um,
I'm not sure.
And Tick Tick Boom had a quite big breakup as well, actually.
Uh-oh.
And Almost Famous was some weird kid.
Oh, well, we've got 100 films in,
Oh,
and you start
dear.
psychoanalyzing. But you also thought that that life was boring. So I'm not going to start paying you guys by the hour. To be honest with you.
Oh, dear. Yeah, it's common themes. It was very strange, I must say. Like, I did like the brother-in-law story, like that. Like you said, that was like relief. It was a bit strange the things that he did, but at least it sort of, you didn't know what was coming next because it was so bizarre and erratic. Like when he just randomly turns up in his like shirt and his pants at the house, and you're like, what are you doing? And then
But the
he goes,
second
"Oh."
house as well. It's almost I've got to go to my brother-in-law's. Oh, no,
Yeah.
I can't do this. I'm going to go to his girlfriend.
Exactly. That's too embarrassing. I'll go and spend the night in my ex-girlfriend's bed instead. And I think he was watching porn as well on the
No,
TV.
it was tennis. It was tennis, I decided, because obviously it's embarrassing with the kids watching. And they were like, what's that? I was tennis.
That was, very strange. But was there any, Natalie, any questions you thought the film asked or answered?
Not really. I think a film like that, like it's kind of as close to a documentary as you're going to get, like in their sort of fictional way. So I don't think it's asking anything. I think like the sort of mundanity of it is deliberate, right? I think most people would say, or most average people would say that life is a bit boring, especially as an adult, right? Like you've got to go to work and come back and do your chores and whatever, So I think it's not really a question. I think it's more that it's saying like, here, this is life, and you can be like, yeah, same.
Yeah, I've just spent
I think
3 hours watching this.
Yeah.
I've only got a few hours spare in my week, and I've watched this.
But you've got to do your chores, otherwise your grandmother dies.
Yeah, that's a straight Rob. Anyone else? Freddie, Woody, Rob, did you guys have any questions the film asked or answered?
I'm just confused of why he killed the teacher. I'm still confused.
Because
it didn't seem like there was
I
much
guess
of a
the
reason.
girlfriend asked
No,
him, right?
the teacher's having an affair with both the mum and the daughter, and so then he's.
I don't know
because
that.
When did that happen?
because,
When
you,
did the daughter
because
happen?
you see him leaving, having like come out of the apartment, and you see him leaving, and then you see the mother arriving. So he's been in the apartment, and he's clearly having an affair with both. And then the police actually say he was having an affair with the daughter and the mother. To be fair,
Yeah.
I was checked out at that point.
Yeah. But also earlier in the
missed that
film,
bit.
the daughter's losing it because she's like, my mother and my teacher. And she's realised that they're having an affair. And obviously then later you realise that it's because she was also seeing the teacher.
Yeah. So then he's very jealous, and because obviously, like, I mean, the fact that he takes Ting Ting to a cello concert, and like she plays the cello, so clearly he had those tickets and was going to take Lily and then like take Ting
Yeah.
Ting instead. Like just that's not cool. That's not don't do that with dates.
Yeah. Still got them. So yeah. Well, when you're a teenager, you don't have
Yeah.
much money. You have to sort of do what you can. Don't you?
Yeah. Well, funnily enough, the pianist at the concert is Edward Yang. He's the director. Yeah, funnily enough,
is
he's not
it?
playing.
That's fun.
His wife does all of the music. His wife's a musician, but he's the person sat at the piano.
He's in the film.
Cool.
And he
I
Fair
do
enough.
think NJ's sort of like worth ethic, sort of those guys. I know the company very well, and I'm not
Yeah.
very surprised. And there seem to be a lot of chats in the kitchen, going for walks during the business day. So, yeah, I'm not surprised.
that's why people don't like
Yeah.
you working from home or like people working from home. Because-
Yeah.
Although he was just listening to his
Yeah.
Walkman in the office as well. So
Yeah. And then he just got there, didn't like it, and went home. So, like, I don't think it's
I
really...
mean, I've had bosses where
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was
like
made a difference.
that's what they do as well. To be honest with you, so
Yeah.
they're there for the big strategic questions, but yeah, not the day to day.
Yeah. So, do we think that we could deep fake anyone into this? Anyone have any ideas on this? No?
I think they would argue it would be a lawsuit if they deep faked in. Like Keanu would be like, "No, this has gone a step too far. We're not having that."
Yeah. I could see Keanu as AD. I thought he could pull off that. And maybe, as you've always said, Andy, Gosling's always looked like he's about to cry. I thought he could be NJ. So,
For the Western remake in English, where they include a couple of explosions to satisfy the
and he's
the
90
audience.
minutes long.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, then. Well, let's get into the characters. Who should we go with first? Rob, which character do you think you'd want to be?
I quite like the teacher, like the outburst the teacher had when he got hit by the water balloon.
The one
Obviously,
that
the teacher-
abuses Yang
Yeah.
throughout the whole film.
He did. He was a bit suspect in his educating Yorkshire role, but yeah, I think any teacher out there probably just wants to be able to rant at them. So yeah, that made me laugh.
Is that your
Yeah,
teaching
wow.
style? And we have two of your pupils here tonight.
Yeah. Can you just
I
mute
can-
Rob
I
while
can
we
say-
confirm
I can
this?
say-
All right, what about you, Woody?
I mean, I like Clinton. Her story was cool, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to beat her because Tammy, she was a bit.
She was also though. She's also
She's a member.
she's also just really nice. Like she actually, because she like has the coffee with the girlfriend, even though even though she sort of causes the fuss. She even with Fatty afterwards, she's like, well, we can be friends, and she's actually like really positive. And that's what annoys Fatty. Like is she's like, oh, you're always so happy. Again, like as if children are listening to this in the future, Poppy, if you ever heard getting together with a boy and he's like, oh, you're too happy. Again, not.
Ditch him.
Yeah.
But
Move on.
remember, she also killed her grandma, so
She didn't take out the trash. So
really.
Harsh.
This is true.
And at the
So-
start,
so-
it's clear. Yeah, it's clear that girls are mean. They're sort of picking on Yang all the
Yeah.
time.
It's funny, I had my notes. His revenge with the balloon better than anything in Godfather 2. So I think it just runs over. You see him like planning it, and just runs over, bursts it, and then they all cry. And he's like, "Yeah, Fredo."
What about you, Freddie? What character did you have?
Oh, I put that. I was just one of the lads in the background of like when Ying and Lily are in the it's like a coffee shop.
The
or
bagel
something.
place.
Yeah, the bagel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just one of that have just been way too loud and just
Yeah.
having fun. And then they're like, oh, she's getting angry. All right, we'll just... and then you got the army friend coming in.
Yeah.
Which I do have an army friend, so it's like, oh, there he is coming to cause the issues. Great.
They're all from another one of his films
Nice.
as well, which I didn't know, and I've not seen that film. But
Oh, yeah.
they're all from Mahjong, which is another one of Edward
Is this-
Yen's films.
Is that an extended YiYi universe? Do I need to watch
Well,
that
I
to
think-
understand?
Is it 5 hours of people playing
Well,
Mahjong?
funnily enough, he kind of says like, no, he just uses the same actors because there's not that many actors in Taiwan that he wants to work with. So like the guy was like, oh yeah, that person's in another one of your films, and he's like, yeah, I like the same actors, so it's fine.
Yeah. Fair enough. What about you, Natalie?
I don't know. I feel like most of the adult characters are quite unlikable in some ways, I would say.
Yeah.
So I maybe King Ting, but I've already had the teenage girl experience, and I probably wouldn't want to have it again. But as you said, she's generally quite positive and seems very sweet, so I think she's quite nice. If I was going to go someone else, maybe the brother-in-law. I know he's a bit mental, but it all seems to come good for him in the end. He seems quite happy.
I love when he's retelling the story about the fact that he discovered them, and he just completely, he's like, it's all my idea. I found them. And he just thinks it's trash, and it's completely his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, he's like chucked it across the room, hasn't it?
Like, so I said to the policeman, let me up there. And he's like, he just completely changes everything so that he's the hero.
Any family resemblance, Natalie? Someone who just seems to muck about, still land on their feet, get away with everything. Yeah, anyone springs to mind?
No comment.
Back away from that question.
Oh. And over to you then, Andy.
Oh, who are you going for?
Well, obviously, Yang Yang. Moving on.
Yeah. So, was he one of your favorite characters?
Experience by far. Of all of the top 100, he was very good. Actually, he was. I thought there was quite a good amount of depth to his character. Like you see, obviously, a lot of things that he goes through at school, and then how he tries to navigate through them, everything that he's got going on at home, and then as he's evolving and adapting, and he sees someone that he likes, and he's then trying to learn how to swim so that he could do that. And then obviously, the headshots was very clever as well. So I think as the guy said, it's when he was on screen, it was like a nice. You knew there was going to be like a good scene, whether it would be positive or not. So he was definitely up there with top 10 characters. Maybe I'm not sure he's the number one, but yeah, he's
Life is Beautiful, kid.
Yeah,
that'd be quite good actually. Sort of comparing those two against each other.
Yeah. And there's there's been some fun characters in this top 100, that's for sure. So, what about you then, Andy?
I mean, with
Yang
Yang, because it's a lot simpler when you're a kid, and he's sort of going through life, kind of, he's curious, he's sort of learning stuff as he goes, but also doesn't seem to be in any danger at all because he's just kind of oblivious to all of the danger. The fact that apparently they do have like a nap time even in school, and so when he sort of runs off to get the camera developed, that is actually that does actually happen. And I think I love it when he turns up at the end and he's just like dripping wet and the grand's died, so no one asks him why he's just like completely drenched.
He's just like, why are you wet? Go get dry, get the bathrobe.
Did you think that he had drowned as well?
Yeah.
I did think, they do sort of make you think that he's drowned, and then you think, oh, so it must be the deep end, and then he's just survived. And you're also like, so hold on, how did he survive? Because it seemed like he couldn't swim, but he was in the deep end, so I'm not really sure what happened there.
Taught himself how to swim. Guess he could hold his breath.
Yeah, he's been practicing holding his breath and stuff.
Well, I'm not sure you can swim in a sink, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, but he can. He taught himself how to swim because he was, wanted to see what swimming was like.
About to die.
Yeah, when he can hold his breath. I mean, you float, don't you, when you're that young?
I wondered if it was just a ghost that came in. I was sure there was going to be some big plot reveal. He was dead, and it was a ghost, and he was going to see his. But no, it was just it's all boring.
As a double header of this and Spirited Away, I think you can't get more distant from like reality and fantasy. So
definitely true. So then, favorite lines. Any who wants to start off with their bangers?
I mean, I think we
Well,
go from a family point of view. I love the fact that Ting Ting says in the car, I think Grandma's right. We can't accept her about the person that he's just married.
The new girl.
And you're just like, oh, yeah, I recognize some of that from a family point of view. I love the euphemism of bus ride without tickets. I think that's good euphemism. I like the fact it's maybe quite apropos this as well. Everyone does computers now. It's just maybe sort of dates in now. Everyone does computers. So and then I think I think it's funny where NJ's friend says, "Well, I've forgotten my first love. Why do I still remember yours?" I mean, it's just like it's quite damning as well. So.
Yeah, that was a good line.
Yeah.
What about you, Natalie? It sounded like you had some.
Oh well, no. I mean, I don't. There's not like bangers, I would say, in this film. There was nothing like profound. But I do think it was quite sweet and quite relatable when Ting Ting says to the grandma, "If you forgive me, wake up." Like I think at some point everyone's been a bit like, "I don't believe in God, but just in case you're there, I'm really sorry," or like whatever. So that just felt quite sweet and relatable.
The fact that she's not sleeping all the way through because she's got that guilt. But then it's left unexplained as to, obviously she does leave the bag of trash, but it's also, as a teenager you think that you're responsible for everything and you're not. So life just continues on around you.
But do your chores.
She killed her grandma. That was her fault.
She took one of the bags out. She just forgot the second one because there was an argument going on next door.
Yeah.
That is true.
Are we allowed to do the ones for the pod?
Yeah, do it.
Has anyone else got other
favourite lines?
Okay.
I thought we were going around the room.
Go on, then. You go, Freddie.
Right, I got my list of them. It wasn't a line, but I like when at the very start when in the wedding where Yang Yang's obviously not eating, and then they go to a McDonald's and it's like, right, now I'm gonna tuck in. I'll have it all. That's very much like me and Woody.
Many memories.
You want to see something decent? No, I just want my fries.
And it's really nice. But that's the thing. NJ obviously as a father is like somewhat questionable. But the fact that he takes Yang Yang down there and he does actually I don't know, for a lot of the time with Yang Yang, it seems like everything that happens to Yang Yang is like a core memory. Like you can imagine when he's older. He sort of says, he can just remember, doesn't remember a lot about what was going on and that his mum wasn't there and his dad went away. But he remembers, his uncle's wedding when they went for McDonald's. You can just sort of see that as a real core memory. And Yang Yang, even in the scene, is looking up, and NJ is obviously just staring into the distance because he's not present. But Yang Yang's really just looking up at him, and I think it's just. You get the sense that it would be a core memory for him that he'd remember forever.
I also have the introspective lines that I liked. Was it Yang Yang where he's like, I can't see what you see and you can't see what I see, and then all the headshots. That was good.
Yeah. I love that.
There was a bit where the wife is obviously can't talk to the grandma anymore. She says, "I have nothing to say to mother," and I thought, "Oh, that's how I feel with Dad sometimes. I have nothing to say to him. I don't want to talk to him.
Oh wow!
So
if you could see his face,
it's quite nice.
If any of us can see his face,
sadly, he's still talking when I don't want him to talk to me.
That's your other child. That's your other child. You're getting confused. I also like it when Lily and YiYi are hanging out and the mum gets home so that she's like, we're going to the movies. I know there's a bit more behind it, but I just thought it was quite funny. It's like, oh, the parents are home, we're gonna go to someone else's house.
Yeah, classic.
And then I also did question when Yang Yang came back from school, did they need 6 adults to grab one little boy? Was that unnecessary? Like, I don't think it needed that many. It seemed like a bit overkill. Personally.
Well, when he's running, when he comes back after getting the film. Well, I don't think the adults. I think it's the girls again, isn't it, that are lamenting him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the adults.
Yeah.
Changed him.
Yeah, I really paid attention. And then there's also the bit where the dad says, "I always want to be my son's friend," and that's what Dad always thinks about me.
Aw.
But he never will be.
One's better than nothing, I've read.
What's here about Woods?
Favourites were about to come out.
I was watching the football on the iPad at this stage.
It was.
All right, what have you got for the pod then, Rob?
I thought that's all the one for the pod. Forget the past. Let's make a new future.
Nice.
Nice.
Season.
That's
I wondered
very
what you wrote
apt.
down, and that was not what I thought it was.
Come on,
Yeah.
season.
Yeah,
exactly.
We need more Jason Statham.
There's plenty.
I had two pod lines. I had the one where they go, "Did you like the movie?" Because that's what we get asked.
Yeah.
And then my second one was, which is almost the answer, was it was a waste of time.
Is that a direct quote
there
from
we
you?
go. That was from the film. They explained it in the film.
Yeah, there's a real lack of superheroes in this film, so I can understand.
There is.
Or action.
Yeah.
I was waiting for them to kill the grandmother.
Yeah.
Should we be
That's true,
concerned
did
that you're very much like, no, too old. Let's just smother him. I think I'd assume
right.
the lock on your door.
You might be next out. Yeah. What about you, Andy? Did you have any for the pod?
I went with you can't see it yourself, so I show you. That's
Yes.
that's this film
like him.
especially.
Yes. Very much
for
in
better
this
or
film.
worse. So
I had.
you had one.
Yeah, I had. I want to tell people what they don't know and show them what they can't see.
There you go.
Seems
Great,
like
almost
a-
quite literally with this film because it's not available anywhere.
Yeah. Very literal with this film. Yes.
I also had a quote for the pod, which was "Who needs movies? Just stay home and live life." Which I
Yeah.
thought was
There you
a
go.
nice little line from Fatty
Yeah.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
I mean, when the option is live life or watch this, I think that's an easy one.
it was ting-ting.
Yeah, very
because
much so.
because Fatty says, well, you should go to the movies so that you know what it feels like to murder someone, and then obviously murder someone, and clearly probably didn't actually know what it was like.
Awkward.
But yeah, I think the entire discussion about the movies is good in there, and obviously it's very much the director's point of view. So just the one 3-star review.
What? So back to back, one 3-star
exactly,
reviews.
Not sure why two of the
Wow.
same DVD of this title, YiYi Blu-ray Criterion Collection. Amazon sent another one free with the first one wouldn't play. I tried both in 2 different Blu-ray players. I even upgraded one of them. Received the firmware upgrade CD directly from the manufacturer to no avail. It went as
Oh
far
my
as the
God.
menu with its sound, but wouldn't play the movie. Does anyone know what could be wrong? They're appealing
Did
in
remember
the
this?
3-star review.
Is this
Oh
still
my
a tech
God.
issue?
Did anyone
I think that
respond?
could get
Did they
added
a
into this film. That would be fun.
Again, the amount that
wow.
people read 3-star reviews, very low. The amount that would then be able to help you with your... I don't think that's the place for tech help. To be honest with you.
Especially
Yes.
if they like my tech support. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works now. So I don't see the issue.
That was from 2017. So if anyone's like, oh, did you help them? Did you call them up and be like, let's reply to that review and say, oh yeah, have you tried turning on and off again? So long film, but double features, or was everyone just just leave it?
Double feature. I had Godzilla just because I thought it'd be like a fun little. You
Yeah.
get attached to the characters and then
Yep.
hidden thing.
I went for the Goonies because I thought that was where sort of Yang might have progressed, or his distant cousin.
Some sort of scene where Yang and Data are talking on the phone.
Yeah.
I had Howl's Moving Castle. I thought there was I don't want to say similar vibe. I know they're very dissimilar, but there was like a life aspect that made me.
Did you see that?
Yeah. That would have been
I
intense.
would have gone with not that I enjoyed the film, but Everything Everywhere All at Once, just because that's more actiony, but it also has that life aspect of it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that film very much.
Too much action. Too much action.
Well.
For me.
Too much.
Yeah. Not enough.
They
life.
killed the grandma, and it's just
Yeah, it's over. Well, I thought in terms of following different characters along, but making it a much better film, I'd go for Sin City.
Yeah.
Much more entertaining.
Much
and shorter.
Much more entertaining. Just a little bit weirder. It's got the style to it. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
But from a film point of view, I thought Chungking Express, because that's like actually 2 shorter films condensed into 1 film. So then on average, the 3 films would be a normal amount of time. But actually, to finish off, actually, I think what's a closer companion to this is like a Charles Dickens book, because I think that sort of does. I think this is very sort of like Dickens, where there's just loads and loads of characters, or like War and Peace or something like that, where there's just lots of things going on. It's a lot to do with everyday life, but like there's a lot going on if you actually see what's going on and watch everyone. And so I think that there's like
You're going to accept the challenge, Woods, there, do you reckon?
I think I'll pass. I think far.
I was just wondering if this is your soft launch for your new podcast, Long Play Book. Every week we discuss. So have fun, Kev. You've got some reading to do.
I'm gonna try reading the books whilst also watching season 2 films, because
yeah, you'll have some spare time. That's shorter.
the beekeepers coming up. So based on the book, The Beekeeper.
yeah. By Jason Statham. Yeah.
Go on then, Kev. One last algo.
Yeah, I mean, this was a tough one for me because, I mean, I presume you said you couldn't have any more of the director's films to the AI. I'm hoping.
Your favourite of the director, aren't you? You had his other 4 classics at your fingertips.
You took out all.
Well, that was me. I'm hoping he said that because I haven't seen any of them. So I was like, if the AI's got them, I'm done. So in this sort of crazy sort of family piece, I had the Royal Tenenbaums, because that's very similar in obscure, strange stories. Following like characters along, I put the Breakfast Club in, and Ikaru as well. I thought I've struggled with this one. It was tough, but that's my selection.
Funny enough, I thought Ikaru as well. I know I'm not allowed to take part in this because it's only Carla, whoever's allowed to take part in the algos again.
Hey Rob, you can back me up whenever you want.
That's
fine. Yeah.
Any other? You just had Ikaru? Had you done them all 5 anyway? Just in case.
Well, I didn't write the rest down. I didn't bother with the notes. But Ikaru is the one that sort of
Well, so the algo came up with Before Sunset, which obviously is.
Oh my god, I had that. It's on my spreadsheet. I had Before Sunset and I had The Farewell.
Yeah.
Is that on there?
No, The Farewell wasn't on there, but obviously, funnily enough, the algo came up with Spring, Summer, Fall, Winter, and Spring.
That sounds horrific.
Just naming the season.
82, isn't it? Or whatever it was on the
Google.
Oh, is that Murderers Club? Oh god, that was awful. That was it. I think maybe he should win for that. That was a terrible.
You've seen it, and it's still like.
Well, because I just call it Murderers Camp now
like
because that's what it is.
And then Boyhood, which, well, I mean, it's like sort of real life. And and Tokyo Story, which it's very heavily influenced by, because Edward Young's very influenced by them.
Oh, well, so shouldn't be allowed, is what you're saying.
Tokyo Story, Tokyo Story is really, really good film. So, I mean,
As opposed to...
It's not.
yeah, I mean, Tokyo Story.
I don't want to say that.
Tokyo Story is undeniably like one of the top 5 films ever made. So that's not my opinion. That's just kind of one of these.
I didn't see it in the top 5. Clearly not.
So this is well. So Rob
Tenenbaums,
agrees with you.
Breakfast Club.
Natalie agrees with the algo.
And when do you care what Rob agrees with?
Yeah.
When have you ever thought, yes, that's
I
right?
thought there'd be a minus
Only on
point
this
in my opinion.
specific scenario, Freddie.
No,
Definitely for
I
this
think
one.
I think the Royal Tenenbaums is a good shout, because it's very different, but the style and like the everydayness, but like also just incredibly well shot. Because I think this is an amazingly shot movie. So I'm going to give it to you. So we finish.
And a special sticker for Natalie.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
good. It's a good shout.
I
that.
actually got the answer right. I'm
Yeah,
just
it's a good
saying.
shout. That.
That means that did you use ChatGPT to come up with yours? That's the.
I don't. I actually thought of it myself in my brain.
So we finished the algo 49 versus 37, Kev. So you
There you go.
beat the algo.
The robots are not going to win yet.
We'll see at the
We're safe for
at the
another
end
year.
of season 2. Is that going to have turned around?
Yeah. Yeah.
AI
Yeah.
is advancing. You might
Yeah,
not be the
exactly.
next one.
And I'm
It's gone
definitely
smarter.
declining. So it's at what point does it overtake?
Well, you could just upload your whole list for all the ones
Yeah.
next season.
Yeah. He'll probably do a better job.
Okay, so
All right.
Natalie, we'll only ask you, but so for all of the films that you've come along for, give us
Yeah.
your list of the order.
Oh God, I was not prepared. I was not prepared for this.
No.
Wait, can we do a run through? So we've got this one.
Yeah.
We've got Goonies.
We've
We've
got
got
one more there, Andy.
Roosters. We've got Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Children of Men.
Children of Men. Oh, I think Children of Men is at the top
Hot
of the list. Yeah. Oh, fuzz. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and Groundhog Day. That's the
Groundhog Day at the bottom. I don't care
Yeah.
about Groundhog Day.
gosh.
No, it didn't do
Go on.
anything for me. Yeah, sorry. So at the bottom, Groundhog Day, then maybe Brewster's Millions,
Fair.
Goonies. I know, YiYi.
Yeah. Don't forget
Yeah,
this one
YiYi
out.
maybe, and then I probably like between Hot Fuzz and Children of Men. At the top.
Very
It's got to be
similar
Hot
films.
Fuzz.
It's got to be
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Great film.
Children of Men.
Yeah.
I mean, very different tonally.
They are quite different, but
Yeah.
no. But I
Yeah.
love Children of Men. I think I was surprised by it because I don't know if you remember, I had tried watching it before and I had fallen asleep multiple times. So I like pushed through and I actually ended up really enjoying it. So I thought, in terms of thought it was beautifully shot. But as a film, I mean, Hot Fuzz is great.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Andy's reading the book of Children of Men, so he can tell us all about the
yeah.
delights of
I
that.
am. Yeah.
In your next
no,
pod.
it's
Yes.
Funnily enough, the book is a lot harsher on the main character than the main character. I mean, the main character is not great in the film, but the book, the main character is just a complete
Terrible.
he's awful. He's like one of the worst characters. I think he's up there in worse ones. He's terrible. So
wow.
I like an unlikable character.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Controversial, I know.
Give it a read. Kev, where did it sit in yours?
In the list. Yes. So it went into the OK section. It's number 68 with some nice little films around it. Free Jack just above it. and the concierge just below
I mean, very on theme.
So, an eclectic mix.
Yes, both.
All
Free
random.
Jack,
Yes.
also, a film just about life and about what happens when you get transported
Yeah.
into the future of
Yeah.
1993.
Yeah. In many ways, it's a documentary of Mick Jagger.
So is this your favourite Taiwanese 4-hour biog film?
Would it be in the top
Or
one?
your worst?
Yeah, it definitely seems to fit in both of those categories somehow. So.
And then, Natalie, do you have a reason why this
Yeah.
should be my
Pitch.
my favorite film of all time?
Why it should be your favourite film of all time?
Mm.
I mean, I can see why you love it. I think I feel like there must be, for anyone who watches it, just something very relatable about it, right? I think that just shows the ups and downs of life. I think it's beautifully shot. I think there's, elements of humanity that you probably find quite interesting. I can see why you love it. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Just
Well,
Yeah.
we'll find
just as-
out.
just as convincing.
Does it come in at number one?
Tune in next week for the for the reveal.
Yeah.
I would say the most relatable part of the entire film for me. I have also arrived at a hospital when someone's gone to hospital really drunk, and it is not fun at all. Going to a hospital to see someone when you're halfway through a night out. Just as Addy turns up drunk at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then all of his mates are like, yeah, let's go. And you're in the hospital. It's not fun. So,
I told you not to mention it.
but it was the birth of my nephew. Right. Wow, there we go. Thanks for crashing the
Completed.
party. Thanks, Natalie, for coming down to the shop. And
Yeah,
thanks for,
cheers, everyone.
thanks for coming down so much. Yeah, next week we will have the reveal of the top 100. We're going to. We need to talk to Woody and Freddie about a few things. I've also thank you to Tom Miller for the theme song. I've also locked the doors, and I'm going to put on Brighter Summer Day, which is the next film in his over. So we'll see you next week.
Oh, please.